All right, it's June 14th, 2012, and I'm doing another video. You excuse the tag hanging off of my glasses. I haven't had time to take it off, and who cares anyway? Nobody watches my videos. In one of my past videos, I'm going to cover a lot of subjects here, probably all my 200 videos. I told you about, according to quantum physics, and this is solid, circumstantial, heavy-duty circumstantial evidence, there are, in fact, invisible anomalies. I won't call them beings, but invisible anomalies that might be of high intelligence, an intelligence that is not known by the human species. If it is known, it's known in bits and pieces, and you're not going to be able to unravel it. It's more complicated than our own DNA. Anyway, I'm sitting inside Starbucks today, like I usually do, because I have Wi-Fi. I sat outside yesterday, and three videos got sabotaged. It might have been, I thought about it for a long time, might be government conspiracy. Then again, that very well could be paranoia. It could also have been so many cars parked behind me. As you noticed in one of the videos, I did manage to tape one. But that was only after 3 failures, and the 3 failures were really, really good videos. I've noticed that when a lot of metal is real close to your computer or your laptop, it screws up the digital signal on the Wi-Fi and messes it up. Every 6 dBs that digital bits, every 6 dBs that you can increase on your antenna gives you that much more far-reaching capability, or to get a better signal, like the little bars say, 1 small for weak, and 2 is good, and 3 is, better, and so on. Anyway, so 3 of the videos did that. I don't know why. I should actually be taping this in a studio, having the complete video, and then just upload it into YouTube, which at someday I plan to do that, but I don't think that someday will be very soon. You all know my story, those of you that listen to you. The last, for me and my older twin, 30 years of harassment with the city, county, and maybe even the federal government, either intentionally interfering in my life, impeding my life, destroying my life, or non-intentionally by neglecting my claims of civil rights, multiple civil rights violations, and they're continual to this day. So, one subject we covered already. Go back, look at the 5 websites I tell you to prove the heavy circumstantial evidence that there are anomalies that talk to us. They're not ghosts. They're not any of those things that you think they are. They're simply, am I talking too loud for you? I guess I'm not. I was somebody over here. They're unplugging, leaving, probably because maybe I'm talking too loud. I asked her if I'm talking too loud, but they're not talking back to me. And the answer is yes. How do you like that? Wouldn't even talk to me. This is the kind of attitude, this is exactly the kind of attitude I'm talking about when I talk about human beings being really screwed up in the head, where they don't talk to you. So anyway, so these anomalies, they exist. And go to those 5 websites: Dr. Emoto, 99th Monkey Philosophy, The Holographic Universe, Jacques Cousteau's experiments with the 2 saltwater tanks, and the clam experiments that were taken from the eastern seaboard to the University of Minnesota, and you can go from there. Now, second phase of the recording here. In the past, during the BP oil conspiracy, I've told you that my life energy is connected to bad things that happen when people are doing bad things to me. This bad karma that develops in other people who've done these bad things to me develop from their own subconscious mind, because everything is connected in the universe. They know they've done wrong, but their animal side seems to think that they had a right to do that when they didn't. Secret Service told me I can't call the White House private numbers anymore and leave messages because it's considered harassment, and they'll figure out a way of how to manufacture or fabricate charges against me. Well, it doesn't stop me from telling everybody else how to hack the White House. Go ahead. I've given you the phone numbers. You know how to do it. Leave all your angry messages at them. Don't leave them on my YouTube. Go leave it at them. They're the ones that deserve it. They're the jerk-offs who are nothing but Bilderberg, rich people's puppets. That's all they are. All right. You know I'm a presidential candidate, HRM Caesar St. Augustine de Buonaparte. My code name is Reality Supreme Being on YouTube. You'll hear a lot of ranting and raving over the 200 videos, but in between the lines of the ranting and raving is the super over 200 IQ statements that you people need to really take notes on to improve yourselves and educate yourselves closer to my level. Because the closer you get to my level, the more feelings of compassion, friendship, the more feelings of comradeness that we all feel together, because we're building a fantastic civilization that's going to exclude all the other idiots on the planet who are dumb enough to go vote for these idiots who continually run for office and they're practicing insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, thinking you're going to get better or different results. You're not getting better results. You're getting technology, yeah, but you're not getting better results. So, I'm only 6 minutes. I'm doing pretty good here. Sorry, I'm still coughing because I told you before in my past videos, I'm slowly dying at the atom level because dental sepsis. I'm not a violent person, so anxiety has to come out somehow in a person. Some people do it violently. Terrorists do it violently by flying planes into buildings to get even with the Americans for doing the bad karma stuff that they've done to their countries. But people do it here too, to each other. So I ground my teeth, and unfortunately my crowns fell out and my teeth broke, and there's no free dental clinic that does implants. There's nothing. All there is money in this country. If you don't have money, you can live some kind of a comfortable life. If you don't have money, you're going to be homeless, you're going to be destitute, you're going to be nothing. But the Bible talks about that. It says all saints will be attacked. All the saints will be homeless. All the saints will be on the streets. All the saints will be suffering while other people, these ignorant, stupid, ridiculous people who are driving their new cars and all that are thinking that they're really making an advance in civilization. And civilization does not make advances on the outside. Looks don't count. It's what's inside that counts. So anyway, so let's talk a little bit more on the other subject I'm going to talk about. In the BP oil conspiracy, right before the accident happened, the Secret Service threatened me. I told them something real bad was going to happen. They talked to me at Boulevard Burgers on Ventura Boulevard. That's where they met me, because they couldn't find me. They claimed that my cell phone number at the time, which was under a different name, was way over in Huntington Park or something like that, far, far away. I think it's a lie. I think they were just trying to bullcrap me. Anyway, so they told me this fabrication stuff, that they'll figure out a way to have me arrested and thrown in jail. I said, I'm already in jail. I'm in jail outside here. What's the difference? You put everybody in jail outside, then you arrest them, you put them in jail in an inside jail, and then finally they die and they're in jail in a coffin or in an urn. Earth is a jail. The whole thing is a jail. It could be a paradise, but the wrong people are in charge. People like me are not in charge. People who run for office should be only abused people because they know where all the problems are. Now, let's go to talk about the BP oil conspiracy. So the BP thing happened, all right? A version of it is mentioned in the Bible, actually, in Revelations 8, I believe. Something like a huge mountain catches on fire and falls into the ocean. You'll see it on YouTube. They're trying to superimpose that section of the Bible, those passages, onto the BP oil conspiracy, that it was a prediction like Nostradamus has made in all the other things. Now in the BP oil conspiracy, see, I'm coughing because dental sepsis starts to take over the body at the atomic level, and causes the body to try and fight infection, and the infection continues to fight, and the infection gets worse and worse in the throat until you're in pain and horrible, and all kinds of bacteria is attacking you, and it's just really a bad way to die. Now, I wouldn't be living this path in life if the oil companies had listened to me back in late 1970s. I came up with this idea. I said, I have a better way to transport oil across the oceans. You're just leaving big messes, and that oil is only a one-time thing. It took millions of years for it to develop, and then you're wasting it all through the ocean, and trying to collect it after it's fallen in the water, like what happened in BP, is really a stupid thing. Now, so I introduced to the patent office a spherical oil barge and oil tanker. I acted on it for about a year and a half. Todd Shipbuilding and Lytton Shipbuilding all told me that, it would cost too much to change the shipbuilding operations around the world to start building them this way. Well, I told them, I already have a whole bunch of these, big ones, 50 feet in diameter. They're all over the place. And I can show you how to convert them to turn them into oil barges. And when you have accidents in the sea, they won't. I do this on another YouTube thing on BP Oil Conspiracy. Only I use an apple, but I didn't have a ball at the time. This looks better. So if you punch a hole in one of my oil tankers that carries a lot of these, and the balls can rotate even though they're in the tanker, or whether they're floating independently in the ocean. If a hole develops like here, see, you can't turn a boat upside down, but you can grab a tug bar and grab onto handles here, and you can, and guess what? The oil spill is stopped. See, this is the kind of thinking that's not in politics, it's not in government, it's not in business, it's not anywhere. And this is the kind of thinking that needs to go viral. Think simple. Don't think complicated. What are you doing? So there it is. I should have been in the late 80s. I should have been a multi-trillionaire, not a billionaire, a trillionaire, because I would have saved all of those birds and stuff, and the Exxon Valdez and the Amoco Cadiz. I would have saved all those birds from any possible accident like that, because they could have stopped the oil spill instantly, immediately. Oh, no, but the government doesn't want to do that. They want the insurance companies to pass money back and forth into the millions and billions of dollars. That keeps the economies going. Hey, the economies are not worth going if you're destroying the planet at the same time. All right, enough of that. Obviously, no one's going to... I even went into the Russian embassy during the Carter administration and showed them my plans. And the next day, after I showed the blueprints to these plans to the Russians, or the Soviet Union at the time, the bomb went off inside the Russian embassy, destroying whatever I had shown them. I don't know, maybe they had it on microfiche on their film vault. So they destroyed it. And I told the Navy that I was going to do that because they weren't taking me up on my proposal. All right. Now the other videos I'm talking about, where I talk about the injustices, the civil rights violations, the crap that people do, the fact that all of my hard work for more than 30 years, and actually my twin as well as myself, all of our work, him for more than 35 years and me for more than 25 years, together, 50 years worth of, more than 50 years worth of, if you add our years together, more than 50 years of abuse, civil rights violations, legalized theft, taking every car, every boat, every truck, everything that I had planned to move out of California to build my own city on 40 acres in Colorado. I was paying $150 a month on 40 acres in Colorado back then. And so was he. And we were both sabotaged, and we lost both parcels. The sickness that goes on in this society without looking at a person's life and saying, can we test this law first before we start applying it? You're destroying people's lives. They don't care. You know what they care about? They care about money. That's all they care about. They care about this little tag on these this little tag that's on my glasses, which are sunglasses, and I believe they say $18 for a pair of sunglasses. I didn't pay that for this. They threw these out in the trash. I found these. These are polarized. They're actually very, very good sunglasses. Polarization of these lenses is used to twist round in different directions in your 3D glasses when you go see movies. So if you wear a pair of regular polarized lenses and go to a 3D movie, you don't need those special glasses to put on. You can wear these and see the 3D movie still. Anyway, but they should make the 3D glasses round, so with little handles on it, so you can turn them yourself and get the 3D to be more functional. To be more 3D. Because when you turn these, if you turn two glasses against each other, they go totally dark. Let me show you. You can see through me? Watch. You can see through this now? Now you can't. Now you can. Now you can't. See how dark it gets? So, anyway, we're at 16 minutes and enough of playing around. I'll do a part 2 in a couple of minutes after I take a break. Where's my arrow? There it is.